everybody, I'm here with Drew from Kittl. Let's talk about t-shirt design. You have a bunch of them.
So I've got three rules here. I'll reveal them one by one, and then I've got some
nice.
visual examples that I took from the template feed. So let's go through our three rules. I'm just gonna reveal the first one here, which is fill the square. The reason I wanted to talk about this rule particularly is you might notice that all of these are on an artboard, right? Okay, that's not exactly what I'm talking about. But if we were to just draw like a bounding box, you can see that there is a clear square here. And then same thing if I duplicate it over here. Okay, maybe I need to make it a little bit smaller.
And I agree, this is a basic rule. You can break it, but if you're new to designing t-shirts, I think it's the easiest way is to make sure to fill that space, because it's going to look nice on the t-shirt.
All right, so let's go on to our second one. Which is going to be using less color. You look at these designs, you're going to notice, okay, max 3 colors, mostly 2. I try to really tell people, this text doesn't need to be green and this one blue and this one yellow and this, you don't need to do, or this one doesn't need to have like gradients in the shorts or something. I mean, maybe once you know a little bit more about complex design. But if I just zoom out for a second, these are they look really nice, and they're only 2 colors. Our last one here is to keep it simple.
Of course.
I know it's vague. I know that one is vague, and I know like maybe 2 of these kind of break this a little bit. That's why I decided to give some variety. But when I say keep it simple, I'm not necessarily I don't want to assume that a beginner selling t-shirts it must do the most simple design, like only having 1 word or 1 graphic. Now, historically, we know from data that sometimes t-shirts that literally have 1 word on them sell pretty well, especially if it's a funny word or a meme or something. What I mean when I say keep it simple is both layout and like context. If I were to break this down, and I've watched you do this a lot on your channel, Juna, is I've got 2 components here. I've got text and I've got an illustration. So, and then here I've got basically just text. And then even if I deleted this, I still have just text. Like, let that be the focal point. Keep it simple. Don't try to add like tons of visuals.
Great. I'm glad that you shared those. I think these are going to be really valuable, especially for people maybe just beginning or wanting to get on their print-on-demand journey or designing t-shirts. Thanks for being on, Drew. Thanks for sharing those. I think these are really, really helpful.